Hey everybody, hope you're having a great time at this stage in your life or whenever you're watching this video. I haven't really done a Resident Evil romp like this the last month and a half that I spent playing a bunch of games, not in any particular order, just some that I really wanted to play. With 9 coming out, I figured why not prepare and get ready, and also so I could finally play Resident Evil 7. And initially that was the starting concept of everything. I have so many fond memories of whenever I started. It was initially Resident Evil 4 was my first Resident Evil game because I was such a baby at the time, but encountering even the beginning stage with the Chainsaw Man, my fond memories of being absolutely scarred by the regenerator, Moldy Espadille in the castle fighting the Granados, and most importantly, which is not on the remake that I will always remember and be pissed off is not on the remake, is fighting U3. That pissed me off to no end. I missed that boss. I had so much fun with that fight. But anyway, the Resident Evil universe is just great. Seeing things tie back to one another is so satisfying. At the rate of post RE7, they can take this franchise into new worlds and new heights, which leads me to the excitement of Resident Evil 9. Anyway, so yeah, let's get into it. Let's discuss what I played and what I didn't play. Number 1, I wanted to play RE3 Nemesis. Of course, I played Remake, which was a failure, and learning how much they missed out on that. I had planned to hit it this time, and then my time clock ran out. So that's definitely on the backlog of what to play. I think number 2, I'd say Code Veronica. I didn't play Code Veronica because I didn't commit. In the sense that I keep hearing the rumors of bouncing between Code Veronica Remake or RE5 Remake. And I think I just don't need to wait. I think I just need to bite the bullet and play Code Veronica and see if I like it for myself. Another hit or miss game, but intrigues me a lot. RE2 Remake, just didn't have time. And I think there's maybe, you could say probably dead aim. I would like to figure out how to get Dark Side Chronicles working. Maybe down the road, I'll get that one sorted out. And then RE4 OG. I chose RE4 Remake for this setup because I haven't played RE4 Remake since it came out, and I want to remember how I look back on that one and thought how it felt in comparison. Because at the time I thought, wow, it's a pretty good remake. When we talk about it, we'll see how my feelings have maybe changed. So what I really start out with, unofficially, I started out with RE6 a few years ago. I just want to experience the stupidity of RE6. If you've seen anything about it, you can't believe it's almost a real Resident Evil. I think some people still like it. They think it's not that too bad. But some of the ridiculous encounters that you get into, some of the explosions, Wesker's son fighting fucking the band Hoobastank, Leon just being this agile shooting monster, and Chris just being the fucking military sergeant first class gunnery battery assistant, just mowing shit down, doing what he does best in that game. Just a chaotic clusterfuck. Didn't finish it. I just did not finish it. So that unofficially. And then I think my PS5, I didn't have anything to play, so I decided to play RE0. Just sat in the living room, casually, no one around, nothing up on the side, just got immersed in the cold, rainy weather a few months after my daughter was born, because I was staying up anyway, and played RE0. And man, what a great game. I really did have fun a lot. I didn't like the bosses. I didn't like the type of shit you were fighting on that game, centipedes and fucking rad scorpions. You had to deal with this on a train. I thought Billy was a cool character. Rebecca in there is pretty cool. I think in a few years I'll probably forget every single thing about RE0 and I have to go back and play it, which will be great. And then RE1. RE1 was probably 2 or 3 months ago, just as a short, probably a few nights. And then I ended up never finishing it because I played RE1 before. Of course, I played RE1. Man, what a classic formula though. You cannot deny just being in this cramped house. You have no idea what you're really encountering. Just a great game overall. I don't really have to say much crazy about Resident Evil 1. It's the OG. It's the Mac Daddy. It's the one I think everyone should play, regardless if you want to think it's outdated, it's too much for you or anything. You really need to play Resident Evil 1. Bro, shut up! Hey, fucking man. Oh my god! Get the fuck out of here! I didn't think it was gonna fucking attack me. Somebody fucking help me! What the fuck, man? But I played 4 Remake. 4 Remake was very interesting. I had to play this one again because I looked at last date played, and it literally been since launch. Resident Evil 4 2005 is a damn near perfect game in my eyes. The biggest complaint people have is null to me. It's void. But I decided to play Remake, and I really want to see, okay, the different pacing, how you encounter enemies, what they took out, what they added in. Am I gonna like Resident Evil 4 Remake like I thought I liked it initially? And to my contrary, I think I liked it slightly less. Yes, I think even with the upgrade of your gameplay mechanics and some quality of life, I think what was taken out, what was added, how you approach this area differently, if they added in maybe some extra content, especially whenever you're exploring the lake, how you leave church after saving Ashley, for example, and there's plenty of other things in the game that change around. That Remake is still a great game. Even though me critiquing it is super hard isn't saying it's not a great game. I just think that the pacing of the original is just chef's kiss. And like I said, my boy U3 is not there. I really love the U3 boss fight. If you don't know what I'm talking about for whatever reason, like you haven't played it, play the game just so you can play U3. A whole boss fight is missing in Remake, and I will never let them stop hearing it, and I won't forget it because I loved that boss fight. It was a shame for it not be added in. So if I rank like Resident Evil 4 2005 as a 10, which I would, 10 out of 10, call me crazy. Resident Evil 4 Remake's like a 9 out of 10. I'm not knocking it super hard. I had fun with it. Also, Remake gave us that last cutscene that kind of led into, oh, there might be Remake in 5, and everyone's about to get racist. Whenever that African dude's turning everybody up, and he goes to cut off the informant's head, I'm super ready to see that. I don't know about y'all, but well, that's a good segue into what to talk about next. Actual Resident Evil 5 OG. Single player with the CPU, no online co-op. I think I did online co-op for like one night and realized people are just jumping in and out, and it keeps pausing the game. Turn this shit off. Just heavy on the action, super heavy on the action, and the controls are definitely dated. Wesker goes stupid in this one. Chris punches a boulder, the famous thing that everybody loves when they talk about Resident Evil 5, and if they remake it, they're hoping that they get to see the boulder punch in super HD. It's carried through the franchise. It's a huge meme. Jill with the damn ruby roach on her chest getting controlled, and all this in Africa. Just an actual Resident Evil game in Africa. I really don't mind Sheva that much. I remember initially, back in the day, reading like general critiques and reviews of the game, really weren't too fond of Sheva. I didn't really feel that way coming back to it and experiencing it again. I thought she did great for a role. Some of the side characters included. Josh, I think, is a great character. The woman that Wesker led on to believe that he was gonna save her and all that shit. Wesker pimped that hoe out and then infected her, which was insane. That was probably one of my favorite parts playing this again, because I completely forgot Wesker did that. He don't give a fuck. Wesker don't give a shit if he's got to take out the whole country of Africa. He don't care if he's got to kill some hoes in his pursuit of fucking power. He really is an evil villain. That's why I think he has such notoriety, and he continues to have all this notoriety years later, even after his fiery, insane Ouroboros led death in the volcano. I didn't go strictly off the numbers like I imagine some would. I played Revelations 1, and I also played Revelations 2 for a little bit. Did not complete Revelations 2 because I ran into some fatal error that kept causing me to lose save data, and I just experienced a multitude of issues. Pretty much played Resident Evil Revelations 1 all the way through somehow. Yes, me saying somehow should give you an inkling of how I feel. Chris, Jill, Parker, and the girl that's trying to hit on Chris, Jessica, Swahili, or Shawarma. Schward. It's so stupid last name like that. Hey, you guys don't remember it either. You just remember that she was trying to suck Chris's dick. Anyway, I did not enjoy this game. I did not enjoy this game. Scanner mechanic was alright, but I felt like I had to pull that bad boy out all the time to find the goodies. I thought the story was very like whatever cool. I thought it was cool that they leveled this whole entire place that they were on that I forgot the name of, and you are shooting these goop monsters. Every single monster in this game was the same. You were on a boat for the most part. Their boat asphyxiation went maximum overdrive here. I feel like we were off the boat like one time. I remember Chris was out in the ice at one point, shooting dogs and shit. Boat. The boat revelations, Resident Boat. You can play it if you want to. I'm not gonna recommend you that game. I think you'll be fine without it. So, oh, I didn't like it. Why would I play Revelations 2? Because I felt like I was obliged. For what I did play, there was a comedic part with these characters. Just goofball banter. That was the highlight of it.
Yo, calm down. What's wrong with you?
It's like something hit me.
What?
Look, I just got hit mad or something. I'm sure of it.
For real?
I played Outbreak File 1. And let me tell you, it was actually super worth it. I had a ball actually playing Outbreak because I had no idea what the fuck was going on. And I figured out how to get this thing to work online. No, I didn't devise a group session with multitudes of people. I would love to at one point. Anybody watching this, you want to do it, you're really down, let me know. We'll play Outbreak File 1. We'll play File 2 as well. Apparently File 2 is more populated, but just a weird game. Crazy concept. With RE9 being a thing now, I wonder if Outbreak is still on the mind of like, oh, I'd love to revisit that. They're always looking for the next upgrade in their multiplayer department. I thought it was gonna be a stupid knockoff, but I definitely want to revisit that again. I must jump at the right time or else.
Wait for a minute.
Did I fuck up?
Let's just try to stay calm.
Help me, please.
I don't know what to do. Holy shit.
No.
And I figured I should interject this in here before talking about 7 and 8. I watched the movies. Yes, I watched the movies. Not all of them, not all of them. I watched the Resident Evil 1. I forget. I think it was like Afterlife. Apocalypse. Oh my god, dude. I can't remember the rest of the movies. Okay, whatever. I forgot how stupid they are. Now, not Resident Evil they are. It was an experience. It was an experience. Alice is a disgrace to Resident Evil. Every other character got undermined. To the common eye, this is what Resident Evil is. And that's kind of insane. You know, that's how movie adaptations work. I don't know. What the fuck ever, really. So, yes, I plan to play 7. And I think it's my favorite thing that I actually played. I really didn't think I was going to like this game as much as I did. Kind of crazy. You're Ethan. You're a no-name character. You get a videotape from your wife. Oh, I'm going to save her. You don't get much from that. You get these super country, bayoued out family, obviously affected by something. And then if you have any concept of Resident Evil, you're sure, oh, there's some virus that's infected, something that came here, and you go on about your business and you save her. But you realize your character is an absolute tank. He seems like a normal guy, but this guy is a fucking tank. I didn't like Ethan that much. Even about hearing initial concepts about Resident Evil 7 back in the day, realizing this is your main story. Oh, what's to him? The brand new guy, his new face, really exude into like his personal nature of like his backstory or anything, what he does is work. He's just a regular guy. All the game really is you have your different family members that are acting as area bosses within this compound that you are on for pretty much the entirety of the game. And then you have variations of mold monsters, because mold is the big thing that's affecting everyone here. And even after finishing and completing the game, I played the DLC. There's a DLC involving Chris. I wasn't too crazy on it, but I still had fun with it for what it was. I kind of wanted more of what the mainstay story was. There was some extra free like DLC, like mini games and stuff. I didn't really play those. There's a DLC where you play as Joe. which is like Jack's brother, and you are basically on a hell or high water mission to save her. The gameplay on this game, like this DLC, is fucking nuts. And at times I'm like, what am I even playing Resident Evil at this point? The leaps and bounds that this game take throughout the main story, throughout this DLC, even with some of how Chris has done, it's just so left field.
The last person Triple H wanted to see.
You'll break his back! You'll break his back!
I'm back and forth on whether this was a franchise saver. Some people like to say that, some people don't agree with that. This was my favorite thing, probably one of my top 3 Resident Evils, which is crazy. I am so glad that I played 7. Great game, absolutely great game. If you haven't played Resident Evil 7, please play it. I know it's scary as shit, but sorry, that's part of the fun. Okay, Resident Evil 8 was the actual last game that I finished. I figured I could bust it out because I haven't touched the game since launch, and I pretty much forgot all about it until I got back in there and I was like, oh, okay, I remember this. Resident Evil 8 is the weird one. It's so weird. What is this locale? Why are we fighting werewolves, aka the Lycan? We got fucking floating miniature dolls. We got this dude controlling fucking metal. We got big vampire hoes. We got ghostly, ghastly bitches. We got fucking deformed, creepy guys turning to fish. We're Ethan again, so they're putting them right back into the shit. And by this time, going through this game, you're just like, this dude is like, you cannot stop this motherfucker. He doesn't look so crazy and superpowered as compared to everyone else in terms of their training or just their family background leading them for success or something. Ethan's a regular guy, you think. But let me tell you something, there ain't no motherfucker in Resident Evil history as persistent as Ethan motherfucking Winters. Good luck fucking around with his family, because he's gonna fucking find this manhunt he went on. The shit he faced in this game to find that baby, to find Mia. He's up on my list. And you know, if you know me, I'm not a fucking huge like, oh, I look up to this guy or something, you know. I ain't got no crazy father figures in my fucking life. I don't do the superhero bullshit. I ain't got no tattoos of fucking Vegeta on my leg or my arm or any of that shit. I'm not an idolizer kind of person, but let me tell you something. Ethan Winters, I fuck with Ethan Winters. I really, really enjoyed his story here. He killed it. Overall, it's just a continuation of, I think it's a little bit more refinement of the gameplay. I really enjoyed the lookout. I enjoyed the bosses, a scene where you can see everything you're looking at within the world before you get up to your mischief. And it's crazy because you can't really tell how wild it's going to get when you really get into the story and you start figuring things out. 7, 8 are my big dogs on here. I really enjoyed both of these games. I had a great time with them. I almost fucking eviled the resident out of me. You know what I'm saying? I was a lot. I did a lot of playing over the month and a half. Maybe this week I'll take a little break and then get in preparation for Thursday/Friday. I'm ready to see what we got in store for us. I'm ready to see the blend of the gameplay during their rejuvenance of these remakes, how much they've actually got people back into them and how excited they've got the Resident Evil fan base regarding that, with the combination of the progress that they've made over the recent years with 7 and 8. I want to see if this implementation is done well. I want to see what this is going to bring us into in the future. Are we going to possibly see another Outbreak span out of this? A File 3 maybe? That would be crazy. Is Leon really this fucked up as they're implying in these trailers, which they keep showing for some reason, which I hate that they're showing. I wish they would have hid that, but you know, whatever. But you're definitely going to see a video on Resident Evil 9. Hope you enjoyed my opinions and my experiences that I had on these games. Let me know if you guys played any Resident Evil games leading up to 9, if you're excited for the game as well. Thank you everyone, have a great time. 2 thumbs up. Alrighty, see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.